Have you ever moved somewhere new and wondered, am I going to like it here? Are the people going to treat me well? Is this place better than the last one? Sometimes we think we're trying to evaluate a new environment, but often we're simply revealing what we already believe about the world. In a quiet valley, surrounded by soft green hills, stood a small village known for its simplicity. The houses were modest, the streets were unpaved, and the air was clean. At the entrance of the village grew a large, ancient tree. Beneath it sat an old teacher named Master Wei. He owned very little, but people respected him deeply. He spent most of his days sitting under that tree, sipping tea and observing travelers who passed through. He listened far more than he spoke, and when he did speak, his words stayed with you. One afternoon, a man named Mark arrived at the village gate. He carried 2 heavy bags and wore the expression of someone who had been disappointed too many times. His shoulders were tight, his eyes cautious. He approached Master Wei and asked, "I'm thinking about relocating here. Do you think I'll like this village? Are the people here nice?" Master Wei did not answer immediately. Instead, he asked gently, "How were the people in the town you came from?" Mark's face hardened. They were nasty and greedy, always angry, always trying to cheat someone. No one helped each other. You had to watch your back all the time. Master Wei nodded slowly and replied, "You will find the same kind of people here." Mark let out a bitter laugh. "Figures," he muttered. "People are the same everywhere." He picked up his bags and walked into the village, already expecting the worst. The next morning, another traveler arrived. His name was Ben. He too was searching for a fresh start. Unlike Mark, his face was open and curious despite his long journey. He greeted Master Wei respectfully and asked, "Sir, I'm thinking of settling here. Do you think I'll like this village? Are the people good?" Again, Master Wei responded with the same question. "How were the people in the town you came from?" Ben smiled as he remembered. "They were kind. We supported each other. If someone's roof broke, neighbors showed up. If someone was sick, meals appeared at their door. People respected one another. It felt like family." Master Wei nodded warmly and said, "You will find the same kind of people here." Ben's face lit up with relief. "That's wonderful," he said sincerely, and he entered the village with hope in his heart. A young boy who had been sweeping nearby overheard both conversations. Confused, he ran to Master Wei and asked, "Master, how can both of those men be right? How can this village have greedy, angry people and kind, caring people at the same time?" Master Wei poured more tea into his cup before answering. "The village has not changed," he said calmly, "but each man carries his world within him." The boy frowned. "What do you mean?" Master Wei looked toward the distant hills and explained, "If a man believes people are selfish, he will notice every selfish act. He will overlook kindness. If a man believes people are generous, he will notice generosity. He will see opportunities to connect. We do not see the world as it is. We see the world as we are." As the days passed, the truth of the Master's words became clear. Mark found exactly what he expected. When someone forgot to return a borrowed tool, he muttered to himself that people could not be trusted. When 2 neighbors argued loudly one evening, he shook his head and thought it proved his point. He kept to himself, avoided conversation, and rarely smiled. In time, people kept their distance from him too. They sensed his suspicion and mirrored it back. Ben, however, experienced something very different. On his second day, an elderly woman offered him fresh bread. On his third day, a farmer invited him to share lunch. When a storm damaged his fence, 3 neighbors arrived with tools before he even asked. Ben believed he had found a village full of good people, and his openness invited their kindness in return. Weeks later, Mark and Ben happened to meet by the well. Mark said, "This place is no different from where I came from. People here are selfish. You can't rely on anyone." Ben looked surprised and replied, "That hasn't been my experience at all. I've found people here to be generous and welcoming." They lived in the same village, walked the same streets, breathed the same air, yet they experienced 2 completely different realities. One evening, the young boy returned to Master Wei and said, "I think I understand now." The master smiled gently. "Tell me." The boy said, "The village didn't change. They did." Master Wei nodded. "Exactly." Then he spoke words the boy would remember for the rest of his life. "If you expect anger, you will notice anger. If you expect kindness, you will notice kindness. If you approach others with suspicion, they will sense it. If you approach others with warmth, they will respond. The world often reflects what you project. If you see only the worst in people, they will show you their worst. But if you look for the good, you will help bring it out." The lesson was simple yet powerful. Whatever you see in the world will reflect back to you. See hope, and you will find hope. See goodness, and you will uncover goodness. See love, and you will experience love. But if you search only for greed and anger, that is what you will meet. So before you ask, "Are people good?" ask yourself, "What am I bringing into the room?" Because often, the world doesn't change first. You do.